On a freezing evening in New York City, a little homeless girl stepped into a luxurious restaurant. Her clothes were torn, her shoes almost falling apart, and her hands trembling with cold. She quietly walked to the front, eyes filled with both hunger and hope. In a soft voice, she asked the waiter, "Sir, can I play the piano for food?" For a moment, the room fell silent. Then suddenly, laughter echoed across the restaurant. "This isn't a charity house," someone shouted. Others mocked her. "Look at her. She thinks she can play." But what happened when that little girl sat at the piano changed not only her life, but the lives of everyone watching. Her name was Arya. Just 10 years old, but life had already shown her more pain than most people see in a lifetime. Her father had passed away when she was only 6. Her mother worked tirelessly as a housekeeper, but cancer had taken her too, leaving Arya all alone. With no relatives to care for her, she wandered the streets, hungry, cold, and forgotten. Yet inside her heart, one thing never died: her love for music. When her parents were alive, she would often sit by a small keyboard her father brought from a thrift shop. She had no teacher, no lessons, only passion. She taught herself by listening, by feeling, by pressing the keys until melodies came alive. Even on the streets, when she passed by a piano in a store or in the subway, her fingers would twitch, aching to play. Music was her escape. Music was her hope. That night, she was starving. She hadn't eaten in 2 days. When she saw the grand piano in the restaurant through the window, she gathered her courage and walked in. She wasn't asking for money. She wasn't begging for leftovers. All she wanted was a chance to trade her gift for a warm meal. But the restaurant guests couldn't see her heart. They only saw her ragged clothes, her dirty face, her trembling hands. "She can't even afford shoes. What could she possibly know about music?" one man scoffed. The manager frowned, ready to throw her out. But Arya whispered again, "Please, just one song. If I can't play, I'll leave quietly." Against his better judgment, the manager sighed. "Fine, 1 minute, then you leave." The guests chuckled, preparing to enjoy the comedy show of a poor girl embarrassing herself. Arya sat at the piano. Her tiny fingers hovered over the keys. For a second, her heart raced, fear and hunger colliding inside her. Then, she pressed the first note, and the room froze. The sound wasn't broken or clumsy. It was pure, soulful, and filled with passion. She played like the piano was a part of her body, like every key told her story of pain, loss, and hope. People stopped eating. Forks fell silent. Conversations died. The mocking smiles faded. Eyes widened in disbelief. Some even held back tears. A homeless girl, playing with the brilliance of a world-class prodigy? She didn't just play music. She poured her soul into every note. In those moments, she wasn't a hungry girl in rags. She was a maestro, commanding the attention of every single soul in that room. By the time she finished, the restaurant was silent. Then, thunderous applause erupted. People stood from their seats, clapping, cheering, even crying. Arya looked up, nervous, whispering, "Did I do okay?" Among the guests was a well-dressed man, Mr. Donovan, a billionaire businessman known for his cold heart and arrogance. But tonight, even he was shaken. With tears in his eyes, he stood and walked toward the girl. He placed his hand on her shoulder and said, "Young lady, you didn't just play. You gave us a gift tonight." The crowd watched in awe as he pulled out his wallet and said, "From this moment on, you'll never be homeless again." He adopted Arya into his family, ensuring she had food, shelter, and love. More than that, he enrolled her in the world's best music academy. Within years, the little homeless girl who once begged to play for food became one of the most celebrated pianists in the world. And every time she played, she reminded people, never judge a soul by their appearance. Hidden inside the most broken lives may be the greatest treasures.